If you have shared social goals, that is enough to be able to put the onus on people. If, like, yeah,
But putting the onus on people is precisely the same kind of command as the former. Which one prevails?
What do you mean? Which one prevails? It depends on which message ultimately becomes more popular.
Because unless you can, then saying we need to enforce or we need to exert social pressure on has no meaning.
You don't know if you can until you try. Nobody knew that we could do anything with trans stuff until you try. Nobody knew we could do anything with black people or women's suffrage until you try. Like, you can achieve social movements by advocating for certain things, and you can also set back social movements by advocating for certain things. MLK was a big believer in nonviolent protesting. Before every protest, they'd line people up. They would gather any type of blunt object, any type of knife or whatever, because they didn't even want to run the risk of that happening. There were violent protests after MLK died. And people argue that those violent protests are the things that swung elections, that allowed people like Nixon to get elected post MLK's death. So, like, just because you want to police a movement doesn't necessarily mean you disagree with the goals afterwards. It just means that you want to, like, go about it in a way that is going to lead to the outcomes you're looking for to be more likely to be affected.